Daughters of American football player Henry Jordan brought his championship rings to the show. Henry played defense for the Green Bay Packers, and the team won various championships, including Super Bowl I and II. The wives of the team players were also given championship bracelets to match the rings.
At auction, combined, this would bring $75,000
really?
to $100,000.
Wow.
We think insurance value is between $150,000 to $200,000.
Granddaughter of an Italian actress, Dolly Gray came with a portrait of her that was made by Tade Ster, a Polish painter argued to be one of the greatest portrait artists that has ever lived.
I just fell in love with this painting as soon as I saw it.
Dolly's painting is an oil-on-board canvas that was made in the mid-20th century.
I would feel very comfortable putting an auction estimate of $12,000 to $18,000 on the painting.
Okay, wonderful.
She kept this sculpture on her porch without knowing how valuable the piece was. Being the only one out of her siblings to fancy the sculpture, the guest inherited it after her parents passed. The sculpture was made by the famous sculptor Henry Bertoia as part of his Sun Ambient series.
This is made of beryllium copper. It's most likely from the mid-1960s.
Henry recorded the sounds from his Sonambient sculptures and produced a series of 11 albums titled Sonambient.
At auction, we would estimate this today at $20,000 to $30,000.
Almost getting choked up.
What was once used as a changing table for a baby turned out to be an investment. This woman bought a sideboard at a flea market for $25 years ago. While preparing to bring it to the show, she saw a sticker that indicated it was made by Craftsman, a company owned by Gustav Stickley.
The Stickley Brothers firm was established in upstate New York, just outside of Syracuse. So they're very firmly an upstate New York company. The arts and crafts movement, which came over from England, sort of was really established in upstate New York by Stickley.
Gustav was a major proponent of the arts and crafts movement in decorative art. The sideboard was made with oak wood around the early 20th century. Its value was $3,000 to $5,000.
Okay, well that's exciting. That's fun.
English daredevil Bobby Leach, who was the first man to survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel, was the great-uncle of this man who brought a trunk Bobby used while on tour after the risky stunt, and a medal he won for the stunt.
People are kind of drawn to that. Oh my God, here's this man who challenged everything, but yet he had this kind of very sad and kind of tragic ending.
Bobby sadly passed away after slipping on an orange peel and breaking his leg. His Niagara Falls archives valued at $8,000 to $10,000.
Oh boy, wow.
Many wouldn't believe it if someone had said that the controversial book by Radcliffe Hall, which was once banned from England, would be valued years later. The book titled The Well of Loneliness was brought to the show by a man who received it as a gift from his sister-in-law. His book was the 43rd out of the 225 Victory editions that were published in 1929 by Coveshy Freed.
It is signed by the author,
Yes.
and it is, in fact, a limited edition.
The book's value was $1,000 to $1,500. Appraised 20 years before appearing on the show, the value of this painting surpassed its initial $5,000 value with an impressive 10 times margin. It was owned by the guest's stepfather and passed on to her later on. The painting was made by an Austrian artist, Charles H. Wilder, and titled Hour of Prayer. Charles was well known for his orientalist painting.
It is absolutely a beautiful painting and a great example of orientalist art. If your painting came to auction, we would value it at $30,000 to $50,000.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, wow.
Without hesitation, this man's wife bought this black dress from its previous owner. His wife collected old clothing pieces and fell in love with the dress the moment it was shown to her. She bought it from the owner for $50. The dress was made by Fortuny, a company founded by an Italian designer, Mariano Fortuny. Mariano revealed that his wife, Henrietta Negrin, was the inventor of the Delphos dress.
And no one has been able to duplicate the pleating process. The retail price on this would be $15,000 to $18,000 for this dress.
Good Lord, what a wonderful,
A program and ticket that was used during the E. Connie MacDay event appeared on an episode of the Roadshow. Connie Mack Day was an event hosted in 1934 to celebrate the longest-serving manager in Major League Baseball, Connie Mack. The program had signatures of Connie Mack and the popular event host, George Cohan.
So we have this fantastic program. We have this wonderful history. Look, I would tell you, I would probably insure it for around $1,500.
Wow, that's exciting. Thank you. Fantastic.
This woman's map seems to be missing a feature found in original maps. Could hers be fake? She purchased the map for $20 at a store and brought it to the Roadshow to discover whether it was an original. After observation, the appraiser revealed that it was indeed one of the greatest world maps drawn by Dutch cartographer William Blow around 1640 in Amsterdam.
It's got everything map collectors want. It's worth $10,000 in a shop.
Holy cow. Really?
She might be pissed at her ex-husband for leaving, but will most likely be eternally grateful for the last gift he gave her. The gift was a color screen print done by Andy Warhol for his Campbell Soupkin series in 1968. According to some, his Campbellkin series is possibly the most well-known image of American modern art.
One of the reasons he chose Campbell Soup early on is because as a kid growing up in Pittsburgh, he was fed Campbell Soup and ate Campbell Soup all the time.
Makes
The
sense.
guest painting was the 90th out of 250 pieces done. It is valued at $50,000.
Come on.
Before 1949, there were no fiberglass chairs until the company, Ames office, began producing them in 1949. Ames was established in 1941 by an American couple, Charles and Ray Eames. The guest inherited the pair of chairs from his grandmother, who had purchased them for $5. One of the chairs had a little crack, which reduced the value of the pair to $1,500.
Wow. Cool. Not bad for $5.
Even the fake version of this sculpture could fetch as high as $10,000. Auguste Rodin was a phenomenal French sculptor who created exceptional sculptures during his lifetime. Due to the high demand of his sculptures, his pieces are mass reproduced. Auguste is said to be among the top 10 most faked artists. One of his pieces, titled Eternal Spring, appeared on the show when a man who inherited it brought it in. Although the appraiser was confident that it was an original, he advised the owner to get a certificate from the committee of Auguste Rodin to prove its authenticity. After the show, the guest sculpture got certified as an original by the committee.
So at auction, an estimate on this would be in that $400,000 to $500,000 range.
Wow. I got to get the heck out of Dodge here. How am I going to? Wow.
We have protection for you.
Oh, thank you.
Keep watching this channel for more.